It's been 2 years since Photokatsu was wrongfully terminated. However, I've not forgotten, and neither has Bandai Namco for that matter. Over the past year or so, the Bandai's been releasing a lot more, I suppose, high quality Aikatsu related merchandise. And with that, Photokatsu has also been receiving quite a bit of stuff as well. I think even recently there was more stuff announced. And essentially what they've been doing is using the premium rare photos from the game and as merchandise through a bunch of different stuff, acrylic stands. There are figures, and I do have those. I might do videos with those, but a number of stuff that they've been doing over the past year, pretty much. So with that has come this thing, the Aikatsu Photo on Stage Lastshot of Photokatsu, which is a box, a very large and heavy box. Here's the front of it, and then I'm not gonna really, there's not much to show on the sides or anything, or the bottom, but as you can see there, Aikatsu Photo on Stage. They've been using the logo a lot more recently, so I figured for the anniversary of Photokatsu's demise, I would go through this thing and show what's in it. So I have gone through this a little bit, a very small amount. I'm basically checking what is inside of it, just to see. But I haven't opened too much of this. Actually, I think stuff at the bottom is still sealed, and we will get to that eventually. Which I'm not going to cover this in this episode either. I'm going to save that, which just will be split into multiple episodes because there's no way I could get through all this. It would take like 3 hours or something. So I'm going to split it up and do parts of it over time. These are prints that were made specifically for this, I believe, which I've only seen these two because it is sealed, and I believe there are more in there, but I'm going to cover that later. What I'm going to focus on for these first 4 episodes, which is what is right here, these 4 boxes, we're just going to go through them each one for one episode. Essentially, these are pretty much the main part of the box. For one, these postcards, 2 volumes, and then the Puromaido, which is these. So essentially, the split here is that the postcards are basically prints. They're both prints, essentially, of the premium rare photos. Maybe all of them. I'm not actually sure. It may or may not be all of the premium rares. I'm not actually positive on that. But as far as I can tell, the postcards essentially cover the base premium rares, while the Buromaido covers the dressed up versions, idolized, what I believe is dressed up in the game. It's been 2 years. I might be misremembering, but I think that's what it was. So that is essentially the split, I believe, how it is done. For this first episode, though, we're just going to get into the first volume of the postcards, and then we'll do postcards volume 2 next time. So let's get started with these. Take these out of the box and slowly go through them. I'm just going to get right into it because this is going to take a long time, I believe. So first off, we have the very first PR of Ichigo, one of the initial photos released with the game. I'm not sure. I don't remember names of cards very well. So some of these I might have quite a bit to say about, and some of these not very much. And we also have Aoi, her initial PR, as well as Ran. Which the Aoi and Ran were also with other stuff that was released. These did get cards with the All Aikatsu wafers. And I do have the Ran cards, the Ran PR card. Which I will have more to say about those wafers later, but yeah, those did kind of already get sort of like printed versions, which that was before this was announced, and I thought that was very cool to see them pretty much doing something like that. And then here's Akari's initial PR, as well as Sumire and Hinaki. And I believe these were what was in the game when it first came out. I believe those are like the initial permanent ones. I imagine most people got all of these at some point, since I believe they were pretty much always available, if I'm remembering correctly. The order of events is a little, it's a little, I don't know the first about 6 months too well, since I didn't start playing until July 2016. I have another Sumire, which I'm not actually sure what this one was for. It was not permanent, I know that for sure. But I'm not sure if that was connected to event at all. I believe this one is, though. This is Seira's first photo. I believe this is the one for Chameleon Talk. I'm pretty sure. I believe this was the event PR for that event. And then after that, we have another Aoi as in Stranger Alien, which is a very good song. Even though I want to say Stranger Alien, even though Aoi got her photo for it, that song was never added to the game, which was a real shame, because Stranger Alien's really great. And then we have Otome, which this is her initial PR as well. Well, basically initial PR. It was her permanent PR that you could always get. And then we have the Choco Pop Detective Eureka, as well as the Ran for that event. So that was the second event, I believe. Because usually what they would do is have a new song in each month and then have an event for an old song. And what was, I can't remember what the event type, I think it was usually, the new song was usually like you'd get some kind of item that you would spend to play the song, and then the new song was like medley events where you'd play 3 songs in a row, and then you'd play the new song as the 4th one. And we have Mikuru, which I'm not actually sure. I don't think this wasn't a permanent PR, Mikuru. So I'm not sure what this one was for off the top of my head. And then we have Sakura, which her initial PR, I'm pretty sure it looks like one. And then we have Miyabi, and then a Kokone, which these two go together, of course. Which I want to say eventually they started doing, I don't know if these do, I can't tell with these two if you can put the photos together. You kind of can, but it doesn't look like it quite matches up. But I want to say there were photos that you could like put together and it would make more of a complete image. We have another Ichigo. We have another Hinaki, which this one was also permanent, I believe. Because I remember getting this one as well. I really like this photo. It's mermaid, this cord is mermaid something, but I don't remember. I think that one's pretty good. I like the little pink whale. We have another Eureka. And Madoka's first photo. And then we have this Akari, dressed as a cat. So next we have what is a very important photo to me. The very first Jury Premium Rare photo. Of course, Jury is my favorite idol in all of Aikatsu. And this was actually the very first photo I ever got when I was re-rolling accounts when I first started playing the game. This was the first one I pulled, and this was before I ever got to Jiri in the anime, so at the time I didn't know she'd end up being my favorite, but yeah. This is a very important photo to me. Absolutely fantastic. So next we have Mikuru. I believe this is event related. Maybe a Smiling Suncatcher, I think, might have gotten an event. I don't actually remember. And then we also have Mizuki with her, which actually is this. I think this was Mizuki's. Is this for Mizuki's first PR? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure actually. I know she has it's not that. She has initial one, which I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe I'm forgetting. Then we have a Key's first PR, and we have Sora, and then we have Aoi, as well as Ichigo. But these are another two that sort of go together. I think, not quite. It's like, there's like some stuff in between them that like should be there. Like you can see the edge of the cake. Which yeah, these photos kind of go together. It's just missing an area in the middle. And I think these are I think those are the PRs for Blue Strawberry, which is also the dressed up versions, I want to say, is what they made figures of. And then we have Rin, Maria, and then we have another Ran, Trap of Love, which is one of my favorite songs. Okay, this might be it, what I was thinking. Mizuki's, I think this is Mizuki's, like, base PR that you could always, that was always in, like, could always scout for, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. I might not remember, like, the base one too well, over the dressed up, so I might be getting confused there. And then we, of course, have Masquerade. Both of their photos, which I think these were close to, I think these like had just come out when I had started playing Masquerade photos, which I never got them, but I remember those were recent when I had started playing. Those were either like right before or just after. I remember this was right before. Here's the Ran for Summer Color Butterfly, as well as the Sora photo from that event, which in retrospect, I'm sad I missed that event, because I had just started right after it had ended, and I really like that song. That's one of my favorite Photokatsu songs in general, so I'm sad I ended up missing that event. And then of course we have an Akari, as well as another Ichigo. Then we have Sumire, a Dandiva one, also with Rin. And then I think this is the first, I believe, or no, this isn't it. Or is it? I think it's a bit later. I remember the very first event PR was the Halloween that I got, was the Halloween 2016 Eureka. I don't think this is it. I'm pretty sure this isn't. This is just, is this a basic one, I think, that you could just get whenever? I believe so. I think I eventually got that with a Kaeda photo that came quite a lot later, like 2018. Then we have Ichigo, which I'm not, is this maybe I think this might have been an event photo, maybe? When they started doing PRs from events. I'm not sure. The chord looks familiar to me, but I'm not actually sure off the top of my head. And then we have Akari, which this might also have been connected to the gem shop or something. I think this is, which is another weird thing about, it's kind of strange. I don't think these are in order. Well, they aren't, because this came out in like December. This was the first Gem Shop photo they ever released of Ichigo. So it was quite nice. Which I always kind of prefer this photo over the dressed up version of it, personally. And then we have Mikuru. Is this the one? No, this isn't the one with Fairy. Mikuru. This is actually, this might be something I would call of a dream PR, I guess, that I never got. The Swallowtail ran. I really like this photo, and I never pulled it, which makes me sad. But I do really like this one. I wish I'd gotten it. And then this is another photo I have quite a bit of. I don't know, history is probably not the right word, but I remember because I was pretty much still in season 1 when I was playing Photokatsu when I first started playing, and I really wanted to get Kaeda because she was my favorite. She's my favorite from season 1 of the idols from that season. So yeah, I really wanted to get her, and I never could. I could never get this photo, and then eventually when they got to the 1-year anniversary, you could pick a free photo. And of course, I didn't have Kaeda at the time, so I picked her. And then, like, right after that, like, I think, like, one of the first scout, like, I think actually the first PR I had pulled after that ended up being her. I think it was before they even distributed the free PR even, so that was a thing that happened. I have a Mizuki, which I think I think this might be her, like, basic one you can always pull. I don't remember off the top of my head though. And then here's the one I was thinking of. The Halloween 2016 Eureka. This was the first event PR I ever pulled. And I think, like, it made it so I was getting, like, way higher scores after that. Because at the time I wasn't 2 full teams of PRs yet. So, that was nice. And we also have Sarah from the same event with a bunch of cats, like the one in the little pumpkin hood, jack-o'-lantern. That's a really good photo. I never got that one, but I would have liked to. I like that one a lot. And here's another really good one. The Vampire Queen Mizuki holding, was it Akari Sunshine, I think, in the episode. Which I want to say, too, they actually, the card on the sides of the cards, it would have the names of characters, and I want to say in the game too, they from the foes from this event, for the vampire event, they actually changed the names to the names of the characters in the episode, in the drama episode. So I think, like, Jerry's photo was like Julius Caesar salad, if I'm remembering correctly. Which actually I forgot. I didn't get this photo during the event, but I did eventually get it, which was really exciting. I think maybe, like, December 2017, I think they brought back a bunch of photos. December or November, I think it was sometime around then, which was nice. And then, of course, we also have an Aoi, which I think this photo was, I want to say this was released in, like, you had to use shiny stars to scout for this, and you were guaranteed a PR, but you weren't guaranteed this one, though, also. So I believe that's how that photo was released. Then we have another Madoka looking at an angely bear in a window. Then another Eureka. Followed by Otome with Sakura and Shion in the background. Here's another photo I wish I had gotten. I scouted for a bunch, did not get the, I mean, that's basically almost every Jerry photo. I did not get a lot of them. I think I got, like, one of the event ones, and then, her initial one, and then, like, one that was released a separate way, through an event. But this is the Aikatsu Sensei. This is a great photo. I love that they have Johnny Depp in the background. This one's really good. Aikatsu Sensei, it's one of my favorite. I mean, it's top 4 drama episodes, I'd say, but the other 3 are probably obvious. Have another Sumire We have Akari, which this was January 2017 they released this through the Gem Shop. This was the second Gem Shop PR, I believe. I remember correctly. And I think like the dressed up version, she has like animals following her, something. Then we have No. And Rise, their first photos they got. Is it their first? Probably. I don't actually remember. Then we have Christmas Ichigo, Santa Ichigo, with Rand in the background, dressed as a reindeer. This was a photo I did want to get, but I never got as well. That happened quite a bit. There's quite a few photos I wish I got. Despite having like 50 PRs, lots of photos I did not get that I really wanted. We have another Mizuki. Have another Christmas-related Ichigo. I don't remember. Were these? I think these were both released around the same time. And the numbers of Ichigo are going up, starting to go up very quickly. For a while, they were pretty good about not overdoing Ichigo. Here's another Ichigo for New Year's, as well as Aoi to go with her. And then, right after that, another Ichigo. Which I never noticed these before, but they have like these little cards. You see like Ran and Otome there, as well as Aoi on that one. I never actually looked at the cards on these photos before. And then another Aoi. So they just released a bunch of those then around the end of 2016. Then we have another Mikuru, this time with Fairy, as well as our very first stars photo of Yume, Koala. Then we have Roller's first PR. Quite nice. I didn't get many stars photos, mostly because they separated them, and a lot of times I was usually scouting for OG photos. I do wish that I could have scouted more for stars, but yeah, they were separated, their pools, so I usually just did not pull them that often because I was usually saving stars to scout for OGs, mostly jury. Trying to anticipate that. We had another Rin. I don't even know if I said anything about that. Yozora's first PR, which I think, did they do an event for Summer Tears Diary? I think maybe was maybe like the first song I think they maybe did an event for stars. We have another Seira. And here's a photo I did not get during the event, but I think it got it through like the same time as the when I got the Vampire Queen Mizuki, the Valentine's jury. So this is the only event jury I ever actually got. But pretty good. It maybe not would have been the one it definitely would not have been the one I would have liked really, but still I'm happy I got it. Valentine's Day, and then also we have Akari that goes with it, which I think is strange because I think it's a Passion Jalapeno song for that event. I'm not sure why it was Akari. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it was Hinaki and Juri. And then these are really cool. I really like these, the Arabian Nights, Ran, and Sora, and of course it's like reverse looking at each other. These ones are really cool. I want to say Ran was an event PR you had to scout for, while Sora I believe was released through an event. I want to say because eventually they started doing around this pretty much. I think it was the same time as the Gem Shop. They started doing every month, like the second event of the month would have a PR photo you would get from playing in it. So, which they're usually a lot weaker as well, I want to say. Then we have an Otome chasing a little cow for some reason. I don't quite understand this photo, but it's funny. I'm not sure. Then we have the TriStar Eureka. This set is really cool. We have TriStar Eureka, and then as well as Mizuki. And I think these two, I'm forgetting how these two were released. These might have been, it might have been like Eureka was the one you had to scout for. Mizuki was Gem Shop, and then Kaeda, which should come a bit later, was through the event. Because I remember, I think I definitely had Kaeda. I don't know if I had Mizuki, and I don't think I had Eureka. I think that's how they split up, because there were 3 of this set. Which way did this go? 79, 80. Okay. Then we have another Hanaki. And then another Jiri. And I think this was the other one I got. This was released with this was a set with Rin and Madoka, a vanilla chili pepper set with the Chica Chica chords, I believe. And these were released, I think they slowly released these over events. These were all event PRs over time, which was cool. I believe that's how they released those, if I'm remembering correctly. And then here's the Kaeda TriStar for Starheart. And then we have Akari, which I think this might have been released with Sweet Sweet Girls Talk, maybe. I think this is when this photo might have come out. So that was around like April 1st, 2017. Then we have Sakura. Love Like Caramelized Kokone, which I think this was Gem Shop. Another Akari, which maybe this was Sweet Girl Stock. I don't remember. One of these I think was with that event, which I don't know. I think these and the Sakura are blooming related. I don't remember if these are the chords they wear in that song. But they never added blooming to the game, which made me very upset because that is my favorite season 3 song. They never added it, and I was upset that they didn't. That and like Starjet from Stars are probably the two. I'm like, why did you never add these? Then we have another Miyabi. Then we have Nono. Okay, there we go. Then we have Nono. And then I think this is the last one in this set. Yeah, the Naughty Police Chief Aoi, I believe. Which, this is another photo I wanted. This one's pretty great, good looking. I did like that one. That was like May 2017, I think. And that's the first volume of the postcards. So next time I will be covering Postcards Volume 2, and then we have lots more after that. Before I go, though, I do have one last thing I'd like to do, and that is, I've mentioned these earlier. I have a lot of these all Aikatsu wafers, and I gotta open them at some point, and I'm not gonna open them all at once, because then I have a bunch of wafers sitting around that are gonna get stale. So I'm just gonna open these up, and essentially they come with cards. What we want are the PR photos. I think there's 4 or 6 in the set or something like that. I don't actually remember. But there's lots of photos in here. They're not all Photokatsu related. That's why it's all Aikatsu, I suppose. But it covers lots of stuff. So see what we get. Alright, wow. Actually, we got the Ichigo, and I think this is actually the... well, I didn't expect that. I think this is actually like supposed to be like the main, like real special one that you want to get. And I think we'll probably actually talk about this one more in the next set. Which this is even, I have another pack right here. This is even on the packaging, but this is the Photokatsu 8 Ichigo, which I have stories about this one that I'll come back to about next time when we eventually reach it, because I'm sure it's in here. But yeah, wow, I didn't expect that. There's the back. Well, that's surprising. There's another PR, which I actually already did get this Sumire right here earlier. That was the first one I actually opened, was another one of those. So that's cool. I've gotten 2 of the PRs so far from this. So there's that. Anyway, happy anniversary to Photokatsu, I suppose. Not anniversary, but when it died. Anniversary of when it died. I'll be back soon, in like a week, to open more of these. See you then.